Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. The news is live from our studios here at Kokomlemle's Joy997 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are live on Love 99.5 FM and affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Magic FM in Savannah, Ganga FM in Upper West, and Sun City Radio in Keta, also Jata FM in the Northern region. Better still, you can download the My Joy Online app from Play Store and App Store to listen live around the world, whilst you also watch us live on Facebook in this edition.
Simply, they intend to fight. There will be police presence or security presence on campus. We have also strengthened our own internal security.
Heavy police reinforcement at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology on the eve of what security officials say is the day of planned clashes by rival student groups on campus.
KNUST has been a security zone since 2018, and we've seen security around since, so it's nothing new.
Meanwhile, some students told Joy News.
We're live on the ground as students begin to pack out of the school ahead of the tomorrow deadline. And also, suburban districts cut off from the rest of the northern region after flood waters from Thursday's torrential rain submerged the Palba Bridge. We're live in the region for an update on the situation, which has become an annual event in the area. Also in this package, experts cast doubt on the tough measures outlined by regional bloc ECOWAS towards resolution of Guinea political crisis. They say the 6 months timeline for the polls to be organized is not feasible.
The attitude that ECOWAS has adopted, once again, is to sit in the capital of the chair and then read out demands on a state that has been overthrown.
The time is too short for such an arrangement. The process is not that easy.
Also in this package, NDC Newutu Senya pledges its support to the police to investigate a case in which its branch secretary is alleged to have inflicted machete wounds on its youth organizer in a disagreement over money.
We condemn the violence that went on. We say, as a Utu Senior West NDC, we don't believe in these things. But this is what has happened. And we also are eager to know exactly what actually is behind, whether they have a personal beef already.
Also in sports.
Accra Hearts of Oak midfielder Gladson Awako is urging fans to measure expectations ahead of the CAF preliminary round game against CI Kamsa of Guinea.
And as we get ready for the second mini clinic of the Joy News EcoBank Habitat Fair, we'll tell you how you can switch off your television set, lights and other household appliances even when you're outside the country.
We will turn your manual curtains into smart curtains. We will turn your manual blinds into smart blinds. We will turn your manual lighting system into smart lights.
These and many more coming up in today's edition of the Midday News with me, Emefa Apau. Please stay for details. Many thanks for your company. This is your home of independent, fearless and credible journalism. This afternoon, there's heavy police presence at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology as officials step up security to prevent violence there. The Regional Security Council says it has picked information that 2 student groups have planned to clash. There's an order for the students to leave the campus tomorrow as examinations come to an end today. Already, students have started leaving the campus as heavily armed police personnel patrol every corner of the university. I'll take you live there for the situation firsthand, but let's listen to the University Relations Officer, Dr. Norris Bekwe, on the decision earlier.
The Regional Security Council and management of KNUST have picked up some signal that some students, mainly supporters of those who have affiliation with the 2 major rival halls, Unity and Katanga, are planning to cause some mayhem. Simply, they intend to fight. And because of what happened in 2018, this university has been declared as a security zone. The security zone means that you cannot do demonstration, people cannot gather and do anything which is aside or outside academic work.
That's the University Relations Officer for the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Dr. Norris Bekwe. We go live on the ground now. Ohiming Teria of our security desk is on that beat for us. He joins us live. Ohiming, so what's the situation today? We're told of a security reinforcement. Why has that become necessary also?
Thank you, MFA. That has become necessary because officials believe that last days are dangerous, and beyond today being last day, the students from the 2 halls being Unity and Katanga, they have this special program that they call Morale Session. The Morale Session is when students come together, they sing, they dance, and do all sort of antics. So this is when the police and the security operatives at the university believe that it could give way for the students to cause mayhem and chaos on campus. So instead of the police officers doing foot patrols, snap checks, and then also patrolling on campus, now they have stationed armed police officers at the residence of these two halls to monitor the situation and also protect life and property. And I can also report that majority of the students from these halls are also moving out. When I spoke to some of them off record, the information is that they are done with their examination, so there's no point for them to continue to stay on campus. So they are also adhering to the directive from RESEC, and as also as a normal thing for them. Once you are done with the examination, then you leave and go back home until they return in January next year.
So far, with the measures that the university and the Ashanti Regional Security Council have put in place, have you been finding out from them if they are satisfied with the results they are getting so far?
The regional minister, who also doubles as chairman of RESEC, did say yesterday that the arrangement was to, have the student in mind, because knowing very well that the students were writing the exams and also preparing same for exams. They did what they did because they wanted to, give them that moral support to be able to write the exams. So for the regional minister, he is satisfied and also announced that more officers will be deployed today. So it appears things are working according to plan. And for the university authorities too, they are also happy that, yes, indeed, the plans are working and everything is working according to plan. The SRC and the student body and the entire student population are also happy that now they are able to go about their duties without any hindrance, especially once security is beefed up on campus and then the halls of residence. They have that assurance that they can sleep and then live in peace on campus.
But briefly, before I let you off for hemming, I know you've been patrolling the University Hall and the Unity Hall. These two halls are the reason why we have this kind of security presence on campus. The leadership themselves, do they have a role they say they are playing to avert such a situation?
Sure. The leadership of the two halls are playing key roles in this fight together. A while ago, I was speaking to the hall president of the University Hall, that is Katanga, and then the other officials at the other end from Unity Hall. They all indicate that, yes, they have been supporting the university authorities to bring an end to this particular problem. They are encouraging their members to be law-abiding and to remain calm. But for them, morale is part of it's a normal thing on campus that they do. So even if they will do this, there's a way they'll go about it. For instance, this morning when I visited the two halls, they were sort of rehearsing, but the rehearsals are being done indoors, unlike previously that we were allowed to come outside for the rehearsal. This time around, if something that is happening in their rooms, you hear or see somebody, with this peeping through the window and then supporting with the singing and clapping and all that. So it's something that they enjoy and they want to protect the sanctity of this exercise.
That's my colleague Ohiming Terrier on the security desk, bringing us up to speed on the situation at the KNUST. We'll take a quick trip now to the northern region and stop at the Saboba district. We know that they've been cut off from the rest of the region after flood waters from Thursday's torrential rain submerged the Palba Bridge. The bridge, which connects the district to other parts of the region, has been rendered immoderable, leaving commuters from both sides of the town stranded. Each year, between August and September, residents in that area, including school children, are forced to rely on canoes to be able to travel the stretch. We have an update from this year's situation, but first though, here's a report filed by correspondent Martina Brugri last year.
Heavy rainfall in the northern region this year has rendered several roads unmotorable and in some cases cut communities from either their district capitals or the regional capital. The Saboba district is currently flooded and commuters would have to use canoes to be able to cross to the district capital. Head teacher of the Dimon DA Primary, Idoki Samuel, said lots of students are currently at home because they cannot cross.
And this year the water has come so much that all of us are afraid. When we're in the boat, we don't know what will happen. The sea is a big problem for the peoples who cross to come to school, especially those going to secondary school. Yesterday was the commencement of the track 1 for those who will be reporting. Some are still hungry because they fear to cross this water. Some have to go back home.
DCE for Saboba, George Benjirini, said for now what the assembly has done is to provide life jackets for commuters.
That's Martina Bugri, the Northern Regional Correspondent, and she filed that report last year when the Palba Bridge flooded at the same time last year. So this year, let's get an update on the situation, and Martina Bugri joins us on the line. Martina, what can you report?
Well, the situation is the same again this year. You know that we have two routes to the Saboba district. That's the Wapuli area and the Palbe Bridge. And if you are around August and September, the place gets flooded that you would have to use a canoe to cross. And so currently what people are doing is when you get to the Palbe town, you stop and then take a canoe and then cross to Saboba. Currently, if you are on it alone, you are charged 10 cedis. If you are with your motorbike, you are charged 20 cedis. And so if you are going in and out, it means you probably will be spending 20 or 40 cedis a day. So this means that school children who are in school now and they are day students probably will not be able to cross to the area because of what is happening. And we are told that health service, if you have an emergency and it's critical that you need to get to the Saboba hospital, you won't have to use the canoe. So communities along the Palbe area, which depends on the Palbe Cape compound, even with that, you need to cross the water to these places to access water and to access health facilities. And so this is the situation as we speak now in the Saboba district. They are cut off from the rest of the region. And this is not the first time. This is not the second time. I remember in 2016, we traveled to that community with the then presidential candidate of the NPP. One of their vehicles got stuck along that stretch. We had to wade through water to the other side. And so it is not something new that is happening this year. Every year it keeps happening.
So as you report, it's the same script, just different days. But I'm sure you've been finding out from authorities whether there's actually something you're going to do to ensure that it doesn't recur.
There is nothing unless the bridge is reconstructed or something is done about the bridge. That is the main issue. But for now, what the Assembly has done is it has provided 5 life jackets at the bank. But that also means that if you have more than 2 or 3 canoes crossing at the same time, people will still risk their life because the life jackets are just 5.
That's Northern Regional Correspondent Martina Bugri there reporting on the state of the Palba Bridge in the Saboba district. Now, this afternoon, experts are questioning the measures announced by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, towards the resolution of the political crisis in Guinea. They say the call for polls to be organized in 6 months, it's not feasible. ECOWAS yesterday imposed a travel ban on the military officers who seize power from the civilian government in Guinea. An embargo has also been placed on their financial assets. President of the Commission, Jean-Claude Bro, announced these measures after leaders of the sub-regional body held an extraordinary summit here in Accra.
Having specific targeted sanction to the member of the CNRDR, we are sending strong signal to all those who are attempted to have this type of idea that this thing, they will be priced to it, very high price, because the sanctions are targeted to the members and their families.
That's the president of the commission, Jean-Claude Bro. Now, international conflict resolution analyst Kenon Festus Boahina Boaji, retired, says ECOWAS should approach the situation differently.
The attitude that ECOWAS has adopted, once again, is to sit in the capital of the chair and then read out demands on a state that has been overthrown. And that, we have said, is counterproductive. This meeting in Accra yesterday should have now appointed a very high level, mission diplomats to go back to Guinea and engage with the leaders. Now, what went the other time? For me, I didn't even understand why the leader or the chair of our Council of State should be part of that mission to Guinea, because that leader of the Council of State is not part of the ECOWAS architecture for security.
Now, political analyst Dr. Kwame Asasante says the timelines are not feasible.
The time is too short for such an arrangement, because if you are talking about an overthrow of a constitutional regime and you want a restoration in terms of military disengagement, the process is not that easy, because you need to get the basics right so that you don't have problems as you go along. So they should be able to take a second look at the time for disengagement and prepare the grounds very well for it to be proper and fit for Guinean society.
Now, leader of the military junta, Mamadi Damboya, opposition leaders and ordinary citizens are already pushing for a new political order.
If in 2021 we are still having to start our country again from zero, it is in large part because we, the army and the elites, have failed you for years. This error will not reoccur.
This time, within an inclusive framework, we can join forces for the foundation of a new Guinea.
Our struggles for democracy is not over. It's an everyday fight. I ask the people of Guinea to mobilize and defend our young democracy. We must defend it.
Leader of the military junta, Mamadi Damboya, there. Now, the minority leader in parliament here in Ghana, Haruna Idrisu, is leading calls for electoral reforms to dissolve the regional collating centers for the presidential election. The constitutional instrument 126 that governed the 2020 elections designated regional centers for the coalition of the presidential results for onward transmission to the national center. But the minority leader says the arrangement has encouraged violence, unfairness, and non-transparency. He tells my colleague Elton Brobe reforms are key to safeguard the sanctity of our elections.
As has been led by our team, push for greater reforms that deepens transparency and allow for more openness, especially in the coalition of resource. We will not accept any regional coalition of resource. For purposes of conduct of elections, this country is demarcated under Article 45, 46, 47 of the Constitution into electoral boundaries and constituencies. And therefore, coalition of resource must reflect the legal minimum, polling station by polling station and constituency by constituency, not regions. Regions are only for purposes of decentralization.
And this is for the presidential elections?
And for presidential election, that is why the Electoral Commission chairperson is the returning officer for the Electoral Commission. You saw even when there was dispute, then in 2009, Dr. Afarijan himself moved to the field in time to resolve the issue. We didn't see the same thing happen in Techima, even though it took more than 10 days. The Electoral Commission itself could not even publish the results on their website. A legal wrong. And therefore, there will be zero tolerance for cheating and zero tolerance for abuses at coalition centers, even by security agencies, and zero tolerances for underhand dealings that seeks to compromise the sovereign will of the voter. And therefore, we are strong that going forward, we would not accept any regional coalition of resource. It should.
Minority Leader Haruna Idrisu. Now, the National Democratic Congress in the Owutu Senya West constituency say they will help the police to investigate a case in which the NDC at Owutu Nyakokua Ebenezer Akrade is battling for his life when an argument ensued with secretary over
one branch there. During the 2020 election, we conducted the process of conducting elections. The branch executives actually were tasked to need to be buying something small for people like water, some people like yogurt and all those stuff, because you get to a house and somebody will tell you me, or you are bringing somebody to tell you, I want to buy what we're giving to them. And we give it to the chairman. That they have to sit down and then see what they're supposed to do with it. But the money was given to the chairman. What I know is they have sat down, this thing has been cleared of it, and then it ended up with this thing, this blood. The cutlass being used to cut somebody and all those stuff.
Well, Daniel Arco says the party condemns completely the violence and pledged their support to the police to get to the bottom of the situation.
So we said, let's leave the matter with the police and let us, the police unfold what actually went on. We don't know what the police will come out with. So yes, we condemn the actually is behind, whether they have a personal beef already or this money. We are yet to get that from the police. You see, I don't know why people are trying to get the MP involved. If the remaining was the one they used.
Well, the police say they are investigating and will speak to the issue at an appropriate time. This is the Midday News here on Joy 99.7 FM. We've been to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, where heavy police reinforcement has just happened on the eve of what security officials say is the day of planned clashes by rival student groups and campus. When we return in this package, we'll get ready for the second mini clinic of the Joy News EcoBank Habitat Fair. We'll tell you how you can switch off your television sets, lights, and other household appliances, even when you are outside the country.
We will turn your manual curtains into smart curtains. We will turn your manual blinds into smart blinds. We will turn your manual lighting system into smart lights.
The boys are back, oh! The boys are back! Imagine inviting great footballers like Ronaldo, Messi, and Mbappe into your home. Imagine feeling the big mad temperament of football's fiercest rivals in your living room. Imagine enjoying the home ground advantage of witnessing the best of Serie A, La Liga, Premier League, UEFA Europa, and many more leagues all in English. Or stop imagining. Just get a GoTV decoder now at 89 Ghana cedis and upgrade to GoTV Max to turn your home into the home ground of great football. To purchase a new decoder, SMS GoTV to short code 1731. GoTV. Love it. Drama from day one.
Many thanks for your company here on the Midday News, here on Joy 99.7 FM. Time for sports. Nathaniel Atto has the very latest.
Which of them are you supporting? Liverpool, Manchester United, Accra Hearts of Oak? Which of them?
Manchester United, Accra Hearts of Oak.
Thank you very much, because the latter have a midfielder, Gladson Awako, who wants the fans to keep measured expectations ahead of Sunday's CAF Champions League preliminary round game against Club Industriel Kamsar of Guinea. Now, the game to be played at the Accra Stadium will be a one-off tie as decided by CAF due to the political instability in Guinea. Awako, who recently joined the Phobians from Great Olympics, has considerable experience from the CAF Champions League. Now, his stint with the former champions TP Mazembe saw him win the CAF Champions League, the CAF Super Cup, and the CAF Confederation Cup. Now, while he understands the fans are eager to see Hearts replicate the trophy-winning feat of the year 2000, he wants them to weigh down their expectations ahead of Sunday's big game.
Get to the top there in this competition, which we all know that it's not that easy. It's been a very long time that has participated in such tournaments. So I'll plead with the supporters. They should calm down. They should support us. They shouldn't expect too much. And we'll also do our best. We'll do what we can to get to the money zone, which is not going to be easy. But I know with the team, with the management, with the support from the board chairman, I know we'll do our best to get to the money zone. So they shouldn't expect too much that, okay, we should go and go and win the trophy. They should limit the expectation, which will also take off some pressure off the team.
Gladson Awako there. Meanwhile, there will be live commentary of that game here on Joy 99.7 FM with the Joy Sports team, and the build-up begins from Sunday at 2 p.m. And of course, ahead of that, there will be a special airing of Joy Sports Hans Mensah Ando's Rewind series focusing on Accra Hearts of Oak's Champions League winning feat of the year 2000, and that will be tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. on the Joy News channel.
Thank you very much, Nathaniel Atto. Now, officials of La Dadekotopong here in Accra have issued a 2-week ultimatum to developers along the Kweshi Lagoon at Lahir in Accra to move or risk a standoff with a task force authorized to pull down all unauthorized structures along buffer zones. Several structures have been indiscriminately erected by private developers at Kweshi Lagoon over the years, some serving as a scrapyard, provision shop and mechanic workshops. Municipal Chief Executive for the area, Solomon Kote Nikwe, has been speaking to us.
They are destroying the Kweshi, and you can't cheat nature. If you feel it today, it will come back at us. They started small, but now it's like it's on a high scale. We are here, LADMA is here, LECMA is here as a joint operation team. We are asking them to move their containers. We are giving them up to, the honest. We don't know the honest. We're giving them up to the 30th of this month. 30th of this month, we are coming back to this place. Whatever we see here will be destroyed. And then we'll excavate back the place and then plant trees here. We'll prosecute them. We'll take them to court. We'll prosecute them. Because what they are doing, is bad. It's against the law. This is a buffer area. It's a buffer area. We've sold all that land and now we are taking over the buffer areas too. We can't cheat nature. If the lands are gone, the lands are gone.
Now, we all sometimes do forget to switch off our television sets or the lights at home and only remember when we get to work or maybe in town having fun with friends. Well, one of our exhibitors, Bambi Smart Homes, will this Saturday and on Sunday at the second mini clinic at the West Hill Mall or the Joy997FM EcoBank Habitat Fair help you control your TV, lights and other household appliances even when you're outside the country. Listen to a representative.
We will turn your manual curtains into smart curtains. We will turn your manual blinds into smart blinds. We will turn your manual lighting system into smart lights. And we will probably give you some aesthetics too, for the mere fact that the function will have to come with a beauty too. And we'll make sure that we bring your house alive. You can give you can give voice commands to your houses, or you can monitor your house remotely from anywhere in the world. And this is where we want to bring all Ghanaians to, and this is where we want to make all Ghanaians accept or come to understand that this can actually be possible here in Ghana too. That smart homes is realistic, is no longer futuristic, or let's say in science fiction. We are given a package for 2,299 that we will make your house smart for 2,299 Ghana cedis only. And we are going to give you a variety of products.
Well, remember, this year's main fair is on the theme home ownership, to build or to buy. It's happening from the 27th to the 31st of October 2021. But remember to catch the second mini clinic this weekend at the West Hills Mall. Time for showbiz, and Rebecca Dakon is here. I'm getting ready for moments with Joy.
I know. But I love the way you mentioned my name, like the entire thing. But it's going to be an educative, informative and entertaining weekend on your super station, Joy. We have a lineup of MFA, the programs that you should look forward to. There's Moments with Joy, which you should...
At 2 p.m. And it's starting with MFA Adeti. You get to ask her every question you want. Yeah. On social media.
And we have DJ Black coming in the evening with, obviously... Weekend Warmer, something that you should look forward to. There's also on TV, Aisha coming your way with personality profile, and
we have Kwame Sefa tonight.
Speaking. Samson Ladi is also tomorrow. Right, news file. So you should look forward to that. Before Samson comes in, there's Edem Naite. I missed Edem Naite's show.
You can't miss it.
You can't miss it. Home Affairs every Saturday
right
morning.
After the news at 6 a.m.
Then E with Bex is something that you shouldn't miss on television. It comes right before Samson's show. So what you should look forward to.
Weekend. And then we are going to the West Hills Mall also for the Habitat Fair. And then later we have Showbiz A to C is not happening
because of the Habitat
maybe we'll
Fair.
take them to the West Hills Mall and then it will happen.
Maybe. But fans should look forward to Moments with Joy, which is happening 2 p.m. today, on our social media platforms. It's MFA Adeti.
And it's powered by Joy Entertainment.
We are large and in charge.
And don't forget, the probe is also on this Sunday at 9 p.m. on the Joy News channel. That and more also you can find on myjoyonline.com. ECOWAS gives military rulers 6 months to return country to constitutional order. I am MFA Power. We have Living Word with Pastor Menzel Tabel, generation to generation. Have a great weekend.
Home is